And welcome to Panther Arena on the campus of Cabot High School. It is Jeff and Levi, and we are live tonight in Cabot. Conway taking on the Cabot Lady Panthers and the Panthers. Good to be with you. Great to always be live. We love doing this with football on the road games, and now for the next 3 Friday nights, we're going to be live with folks watching these 2 basketball teams. And Levi, they've become very interesting. These girls are ranked at the top of the standings in the state, 1, 2, or 3. They kind of dropped down to 2 or 3 now, but they can play their way back up. These boys just knocked out the number 1 team in the state earlier in the week, and so there's a lot to be excited about with Conway basketball. Yeah, 2 kind of differing paths for both teams tonight, but Conway Lady Cats coming off of a loss, which has been rare for them this season, only their 2nd loss of the year, which they suffered at home Tuesday against North Little Rock. But the last time coming off of a loss, they came back with a vengeance. They were at Southside, gosh, I guess it was just a week or so ago. Coming off that Northside loss, they beat Southside 75-40. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm the Cabot Lady Panthers. I don't know if it bodes well for them. Conway coming off of a loss. They're going to be looking to be aggressive tonight. So Conway has lost 2 of their last 3 games. Lost by 4 against North Little Rock at home, as you mentioned, and then lost by 2 over at Fort Smith Northside a week and a half ago. Now, this Cabot team, you look at their record, and overall they are 9-12, and only 2-7 in conference play. And you look and you see, gosh, they lost 7 in a row, and they won their last 2. Well, they didn't lose those first 7 in a row. They lost 3 of those games because of a forfeit that they had to put into place for 3 of those games. So officially their record is 2-7, but they've won 5 games in the conference against the other conference opponents. And so this isn't a typical 2-7 team. You kind of have to dig in a little bit further to realize they are formidable. This will be a good matchup. It always is against Carla Crowder coach teams. Conway won a month ago 65-49. Formidable, and this game is so important for them because of those losses, those games that they had to give up because of the ineligible players. So every game on out for Cabot is like a playoff game. That's right. So you're gonna see a different level of intensity. Of course, it's always crazy when Cabot and Conway play. I mean, that goes without saying. And they've brought out their jazz band tonight. I know. Their answer to our courtside Cats. Yeah, the jazz band has been it's been nice. It hasn't gotten me as hyped as our courtside Cats do. Right. Well, but I feel smoother than normal. I don't know if because of the jazz, if that's a real thing or not. Well, the teams are finishing up their warm-ups on the court. We will have the national anthem in just a couple of moments. Starting lineups, the tip, that's all coming up. We're glad you're with us live tonight. Channel 5 and 585 on Conway Corp Cable and online at conwaycorp.com/WC to go. We'll take 60 seconds and come back with the start of tonight's game on Conway Corp Channel 5. And we welcome you back to Panther Arena as the starting lineups are being introduced. First for the visiting Lady Cats of Conway, Reagan Rotzel, number 2. She's a 5'8" shooting guard. She's a junior, scored 15 the first time these 2 teams met, averaging 9.2 points a game. Up next, Alyssa Netherlane, 5'6" senior. She scored 10 in the game against North Little Rock earlier this week. Cardrina Nolan up next, averaging 8.7 points a game and almost 7 boards a game. And here come those 2 juniors, Maya Yelder averaging 13.8 points a game. She scored 24 earlier this week against North Little Rock. And then there is Asia Smith coming off a 21-point game against North Little Rock, averaging almost 16 points a game. Those are the starters for Ashley Nance and Jeff Gifford and the Conway Lady Cats. 20-3 overall and 7-2 in conference play. Our Carla Crowder starters will be introduced. It's always fun to see them play one another because Conway and Cabot, obviously the rivalry goes deep in every sport, but I know there's a tremendous amount of respect between the families. Carla Crowder is a legendary coach, and of course Coach Nance is young and getting her legendary status as she continues to win a lot of games, but is the daughter of one of the state's best, John
right.
Hedgecraft.
Comes from a legendary heritage.
Without question. Showing us starting, as you can see all the players looking at the big video board that's to our left.
Little
starting
hype video.
lineup hype video. Yeah, nice to see it any level, seen it here at the high school level. All right, now Cabot starters will be introduced. Brooklyn Strachner is a 5'9" junior guard.
Stand to your feet for the introduction of your Cabot Lady Panthers.
I'm a public address announcer on part-time basis over at UCA, and so I like to give the PA guy a little room to work here.
Yeah, give him his space.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And he is taking it.
he is taking his space. Brooklyn Strachner, 5'9" junior guard starts.
Number 32, a 5'6" senior, Hannah Chandler.
5'6" senior shooting guard, number 32, Hannah Chandler.
At center, number 33, a 6-foot sophomore, Emily Beelan.
Emily Beelan, 6-foot sophomore. She starts at center. She scored 10 the first time that these teams played each other.
And forward, number 31, a 6-foot sophomore.
Another sophomore, Hannah Ogilvy. So a couple of 6-foot sophomores that start for Carla Crowder. And then Kinsey Wagner, she starts at point guard. She is a 5'5" senior, one of the captains for Coach Carla Crowder. So we will get this one started again. The Lady Cats come in 20-3 overall, and they are 7-2 in conference play.
Stand with me as we honor our flag country.
This is interesting.
Well, now
yeah.
we will have the
Yeah.
national anthem.
It's funny to see the girls out on the court. I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
I don't think they were ready for it.
it was
I know I wasn't.
surprising.
So now we will have our national anthem. So our national anthem, after the starting lineups and the teams have taken the court. And so now we will get started.
I'll tell you who gets a point already, Jeff. The courtside Cats, because they play it live and it's awesome.
They do, and it's send the trumpeter out to do the solo at the beginning, and so we are underway.
Crazy tip.
Crazy tip, a lot going on there. Alyssa Netherlane, the only blue jersey on that end, and see former Razorback Ernie Murray, one of our officials tonight. And so we're going to retip it. So that's 7 seconds that never mattered. now they will matter. Okay. Conway controls the tip, but the ball is controlled by Cabot. And so Lady Panthers will have it.
Jump ball situation, but because no one won the tip, you just got to tip it again.
That's right. There was no possession to award. So tipped it again. Conway will have the possession arrow in their favor. After Cabot came away with the ball. 7.5 to go. We are just underway. Good ball movement inside to Cardrina Nolan. Off the glass and in. Cardrina Nolan scores the first 2 of the night. That's Kenzie Wagner. Double teamed right at the circle. Finds the open teammate, that's Hannah Chandler. Inside and wide open look, but the shot will not go for the sophomore Ogilvy. Offensive rebound out to Strassner. Brooklyn Strassner into the corner. That's Wagner. Good idea on the pass, but knocked out of bounds by Conway.
And if it hadn't been knocked out, Cardrina Nolan was standing right there. And she's picked up off of her game from Tuesday. She had 10 points.
Yeah, Cardrina double figures on Tuesday night. Strassner all the way to the basket, too far underneath. The follow will go by Emily Beelan.
That's the number 33, Emily Beelan.
So we're about a minute in. And we are tied at 2. Reagan Rotzel for 3. In and out, no good. Maya Yelder, good offensive board, and finds Asia Smith.
3-point basket, number 24, Asia Smith.
Good to see those two moving the ball. Conway is very much I'm fortunate that it's a team like Cabot that's such a rival, because you're not going to overlook them, but it would be easy to overlook a team like this with it being kind of the meat and cheese of the sandwich of North Little Rock and Northside, because that's the order. We got North Little Rock last week, tonight at Cabot, and then Northside at home, and how big those games are for the top 3 seeds. I can't overlook this game, though. Unfortunately, I think they'll stay in it, not only thanks to the rivalry, but also thanks to the work of Coach Nance and Coach Gifford.
You talk about that mindset, especially coming off of a loss so recently to Northside, and you know you got them coming home Tuesday. It would be easy to get a little distracted.
Right. Yeah, that was a 2-point game over at Fort Smith. Reagan, touch pass to Maya Yelder. Gives it up to Alyssa Netherlane. Can't control it. Out of bounds in front of Carla Crowder. And it is going to be Cabot basketball. Nice facility they have here, built a few years back. It's hosted the state tournament. We've been over a couple of times to do these road games. And out of bounds. It will be Conway ball.
Almost 3 minutes in, Jeff, and we've only had 1 3-point attempt.
Okay, now that is different than what we saw Tuesday night.
We had 35 Tuesday, so.
Oh, Asia thought about it. Yelder will be fouled. Going to be on the floor.
It's Cabot defense playing a little more aggressive than the first go-around.
Yes. Reagan Rotzel will throw it in. Reagan had 15 when they played about a month ago. Maya double team, got to find her some help. Asia Smith. Rotzel. Skipped another lane between the circles. Conway and Cabot live tonight from Panther Arena. Good to have you with us early on. Conway looking to bounce back after the loss against North Little Rock. Good movement with the basketball by Asia Smith. Can't get the shot to fall, and another empty possession for the Lady Cats. Wagner in the corner to Strassner. Back to Wagner, they look to double team. Instead, Strassner in the corner for 3. Front of the rim, rebound, battled for. And they're going to give the possession arrow to Cabot ball. Blocked. The foul will be called on Maya Yelder.
That was a really nice move by Balin, getting position down on the block. And Yelder coming over, making her own great move.
Yep. That's Chandler. First one is missed. The 5'6" senior. Coach Carla Crowder starts 2 sophomores, 2 6-foot sophomores. It'll be anchors of her team moving forward. Second one is good, and it's 4-3. Conway on top by a point. Asia Smith dribbles in the crease and will draw the blocking foul.
We saw this on Tuesday from Asia. She did a great job of enforcing the issue with the best players on the North Little Rock side. She's not afraid to drive to the paint and bring that contact forward.
Asia Smith spreading the floor a little bit. Into Yelder. Maya has it blocked. Loose ball. They're going to get Alyssa Netherlane. Foul called on Alyssa, and that is her first.
That foul is number 4. Alyssa Netherlane, it's her first personal. Second team.
Wagner tries to break the press and does. Had a chance to really be that effective with the press so far. Knocked away by Asia Smith. Cardrina Nolan the outlet. Netherlane smart to pull it back out. Past the halfway mark of this first quarter. Wild shot won't go by Asia Smith. Just feels like there is no rhythm yet. 3-point attempt, no good. Offensive rebound. The follow won't go. To the ground, jump ball, that'll be Conway's.
Stats talked about it a little bit before the game started, how high the ceiling appears in here when there's not a, packed crowd. The last few times we've been here, it's been really packed. And his take was, it's got to be hard to shoot in there if you're not used to playing in there, frequently, and it looks this open.
Yeah, it's very cavernous. Even when you think about Hot Springs, it's a little different. The ends seem to be closer. At least on the one end, it definitely is. I guess that other end where they've got more of the bowl.
And the lighting situation is so different there, too.
Neither team able to get hot. We'll see if we can get 2 points out of this layup from Asia Smith. It's 6-3 with 3 minutes to play. Quarter number 1, doubleheader tonight, Conway and Cabot. Next Friday night, live from Little Rock Central. In 2 weeks, we'll be in Bryant. Both of these Conway teams positioned for the state tournament in North Little Rock. There'll be a travel. Turnover against Cabot, and Conway's going to get the ball back. Needless to say, this Cabot team has had some moments where they have struggled to score. Now, they won their last 2 games, but their game prior to that was against North Little Rock, and they scored 11 points that night. 11 total. Final score was 37-11.
Part of me doesn't want to believe you every time you say that. I know it's true, but hard to believe.
3-point basket knocked down by Jada Pickens off the bench, and she scores. And it's 9-3. Now, unless the newspaper was wrong, and that could have very easily happened, and I will admit, I have not done a whole lot of research to verify that. I'm going entirely on what the newspaper printed.
I like seeing Jada Pickens get a 3-shot going.
Yes.
She's always using her speed to get those shots in the interior.
Off the glass, Emily Beelan. Asia Smith, wild off the glass, it won't go. Wagner, dribble out. Underneath. Easy basket on the weak side by Beelan. And what was a 9-3 score a moment ago after Pickens' 3-pointer, now 9-7. Yelder, deep 3. Still loose. Jump ball. Yep, gonna go the other way.
You can see it just in their stature. They're little, just don't look very up.
Yeah. And that could lead to some interesting practices, I would think, this weekend. Yeah, over the back. Over and back. Not over the back. Over and back. Want to get that right because we're live tonight.
Yes.
People can tweet and whatnot and tell us we're doing stuff wrong. Because they rarely congratulate us on getting something, right, or really profound. But when you say over the back.
Well, as the person at McDonald's at the first window said to me today, you guys are crazy.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And I said, you know what? We have fun.
That's right.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
The man in the locker room at the gym, same conversation. It's awkward, but it was same. And I said, you know, it beats working. Forgot to tell you about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reagan Rotzel, by the way, knocked down a three-pointer while we were sharing our stories of Conway. Oh, good. I'm glad the first window person at McDonald's.
And I told him we were going to be in Cabot tonight.
Hopefully they're watching Jada Pickens get a great steal. Ball tipped away, but she controls it and makes the basket. 14-7. 7-point lead, less than a minute to go.
I told him we were going to be in Cabot tonight, and he said, "Oh, I'm from Cabot, but I'm a Conway Wampus cat
okay.
at heart."
Good.
I was like, "Well, okay, good." Just like that, these lady cats, they score in bunches sometimes.
Well, you've talked for as long as you've done these games with me about volume shooting, and they get enough shots up, they're going to get some to fall.
Well, you know, and in the loss Tuesday, they got 35 three-point attempts up. And,
yes, they did.
And they actually shot above their average. It was just that first half was so below their average.
21?
I think, yeah, 4 out of 22, something like that. It was like 18%.
Yeah.
And but, you know, second half, they started falling. They actually shot 31% on the game, which is above their season average.
14-9. Great look inside. Yelder can't finish, but a fantastic pass from Asia Smith. Strachner all the way to the basket, and she scores. And a little run here by Cabot at the end has made it a three-point game. Reagan Rotzel trying to stretch the lead out, but is not able to. So we've played one quarter, and it's Conway 14, Cabot 11. We'll take 60 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
My husband and I are clients of Mr. Jim Counts at Legacy Fencing. He presented us with several options in design, materials, and pricing, and we chose the option that was best for our budget and our project. Very rarely do quality, affordability, durability, service, and beauty come in one package, but that's just what we got at Legacy Fencing.
Legacy Fencing, it's fencing for a lifetime.
Prevent break-ins with Conway Corp Home Security. Arm windows and doors with sensors plus motion detectors throughout the house. All monitored 24/7. See inside and out with live video feed and control it all with your all-in-one touchscreen panel or from your mobile device. We make it easy to protect what matters. Security for you, powered by us.
Three-point lead for Coach Nance and her Lady Cats, 14-11. Conway is on top as we begin the second quarter, Levi.
Yeah, Jada Pickens leading the way off the bench, 5 points and a steal. Asia Smith, 4 points and 2 steals. And then you got Rotzel with the 3 and Cardrina Nolan with 2. Only 2 of 6. So only 6 three-point attempts in the first quarter. And we're going to be watching that number tonight.
Right.
So 33% from the three-point line, but on only 6 attempts.
Netherlane back in to begin the second quarter. Starting 5 on the court. Cardrina Nolan from 10 feet out, can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, 2 of them for Asia Smith. Jump ball, it will be Cabot's.
But here's a stat to watch as we go. Conway's winning the turnover battle 7-1, but they're only up by 3. So they're not capitalizing on those fast break opportunities.
Alyssa Netherlane goes for the steal, can't get it. Foul on the floor. Want to remind you that being live tonight, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter. At 5 Sports Live is how you'll find us. 5 Sports Live on Twitter, Facebook as well. Let us know that you are out there tonight, where you're watching our broadcast, and not opposed to shouting out to some folks, much like we have done in football from parts all around the state. Foul going to be called on Brooklyn Strachner. And at the free throw line will be Asia Smith.
To the line, number 24.
Asia, a 69% free throw shooter. Misses the first one there. Second one rattles in. It's 15-11. They'll break the press. Kinsey Wagner in the corner. Straisner for three. High off the rim, no good. Cardrina Nolan. Outlet. Netherlane from Yelder. Alyssa deep. In and out, no good.
Starting to look a little bit like Tuesday. They're getting those open looks from behind the three-point line, but just like you said, in and out. How many times did we say that Tuesday?
A lot, yeah. I mean, there were bad shots because they weren't going in, but they were good looks. Rebound there by Yelder as Conway continues to control the rebounding advantage. Maya, left-hand dribble between the circles, set the offense and find Asia Smith on the high post. Yelder is fouled on the move, trying to find Cardrina Nolan, and Jada Pickens will come back in.
See, that's a great example of just dialing it up a little bit more when you're playing Conway, if you're Cabot.
Okay.
Get a little bit more extension from those arms when you're getting those hand checks.
One of the officials over at the scorer's table having a conversation about something.
Foul on number 3, Blair Nichols. Her first
Whatever it was, they got straightened out, and we're back to action here. 2 minutes into the second quarter, 4-point lead for the Lady Cats. Rotzel for three. Got it. Reagan Rotzel. She hit 5 of them the first time that we played Cabot. She's hit 2 tonight. 18-11. Knocked away. Asia Smith. She'll get the pass from Cardrina Nolan and misses the layup. We'll get another try at it. Misses a second shot. And she will go to the free throw line. Foul going to be called on Hannah Ogilvie.
That foul is number 31, Hannah Ogilvie. That's her second first.
Yeah, Rotzel was quiet Tuesday night. Only 3 points off of 1 3-point made. And you kind of feel like if she had been having her normal game,
Yes.
you know, there might have been a difference.
Good crowd on hand tonight. Cabot always brings a lot of folks out. We're hoping for some classy students to make their way here as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing them. Maybe they're even on the way now.
Blackout tonight, I think.
Oh, that's right. Alyssa Netherlane gets a hand on it. Jada Pickens. Jada, the pass to Netherlane. Asia Smith spins in the lane. What a move. Timeout called by Carla Crowder.
Wow.
Conway is doubled up. Cabot right now 22-11. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Steve's Auto Center is Central Arkansas's most reliable auto repair and recovery company. Our state-of-the-art facility in Conway is your one-stop shop for everything automotive. With over 80 years combined experience, our certified technicians are known for expert workmanship and attention to every detail. We also provide the area's very best towing and recovery services. We take great pride in our work, and your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed.
Come to Steve's Auto Center for all your automotive needs.
Lady Cats talking to Coach Nance, leading 22-11. Pretty thrilling play there by Asia Smith.
Right? Smith now leading the way with 9 points, but she got the ball kind of in a weird spot in the lane, and she hit that circle button. That's what the
gamers,
the PlayStation kids would say. Puts that spin move on. I'd say you'll be hard pressed to find a better play in high school, basketball all year than that.
Jada Pickens is having a great game. Got her hand on that pass, went out of bounds. (22-11). Conway has held Cabot scoreless in the first almost 3 minutes of this second quarter. Reagan Rotzel blocks the three-point attempt. Right back into Jesse Wimberly trying to keep score there on the bench. Didn't do nothing to nobody.
3-pointers are my thing, she said.
Right?
Not yours. You mentioned Pickens, and I feel this way about Rotzel too. Both of those players, they really have the potential to be game changers come playoff time. Just the skill sets that they provide to this team, and if either one of them gets hot in the playoffs, watch out.
Yeah, points in bunches. Hard time getting the ball inbounds.
You get a little more consistency out of Asia and Maya and Cardrina.
The steal by Smith, and one. Asia Smith's in double figures. She's got 11.
But when you can have, your sixth man off the bench come in and give you that speed, and then Rotzel, when she can go off for 5 3-pointers on a night.
Every night, it seems like.
it changes the complexity of the game.
Asia's got 12 points in the first quarter and a half. Strasner pulls it back out. Tipped by Pickens, but Cabot controls. 3-point attempt. No good. Offensive rebound. Wild follow won't go. Beelan's follow will go, and took 3.5 minutes. Those are the first 2 points of the second quarter. Reagan Rotzel, front of the rim, no good. And a travel. Cardrina Nolan going to check back in. A little bigger lineup here as Alyssa Netherlane will come out.
Conway's already forced double-digit turnovers, and they've only committed 2.
12-point lead for Conway, 25-13. Live tonight in Cabot at Panther Arena. Maya Yelder, bottom of the net. 28-13. Maya's first 3 of the night.
What a performance she had Tuesday against North Little Rock, 24 points.
Steal by Pickens. Boy, she is playing fantastic. And that will be the 7th team foul. So 1-1 coming up for the sophomore, Jada Pickens.
A little frustration there on the foul.
A little bit.
Looked like a minor clothesline attempt. I don't know.
Jada's a 60% free throw shooter. 21 out of 35 coming into tonight. Calmly hits the first. The first time we talked to Coach Nance about this team this year, she mentioned her by name. She said, you guys are going to love watching Jada Pickens play.
Well, and you get the same feeling with this roster that you do even with the Wampus Cat roster, is that you look down and you see some of these players and you see junior or sophomore out by their name, and you're like, all right, I like the direction this is headed.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a 20-3 Lady Cat team that's going to be a factor in March. You just know it. And they've only got 2 seniors on the whole squad. One of them is right there, Cardrina Nolan. Drains the first free throw. Cardrina shoots 77% from the free throw line. Drains them both. It is 31-13. Conway a stop and a basket away from a 20-point lead. Inside, the shot was deflected. The follow will go off the glass by Emily Beelan. It was Chloe Thompson who had to look inside, but unable to finish. But Beelan cleaned it up. She's got 9 tonight. Rotzel, good look inside to Cardrina Nolan. Kicks it back out to Maya Yelder. Over to Cardrina Nolan, and it's knocked away. 2-on-2. Will not go. The rebound and the follow by Deja Jimerson knocked out, and it will remain Cabot basketball.
It's a really smart move there by Yelder. She kind of hides her speed coming down to catch up, and then just lunges for that ball and knocks off the direction just enough to get that miss.
Wagner's three-pointer is long, and the rebound to Yelder. Will shake and bake with the basketball. Asia Smith thought about the three and gave it up to Yelder. Maya will take the deep three. Misses everything. Jada Pickens saves it to Asia Smith. Maya gonna reload. Got it. Bottom of the net for Maya Yelder. It is a 19-point lead, 34-15.
Next time Maya sees Pickens, they need to do a little high
No
five
kidding.
there.
That was great hustle on her part. Asia Smith knocks it out of bounds. These Lady Cats playing some inspired basketball here in the first half. Wagner takes the inbounds pass to Jimerson. Tipped out of bounds by Maya Yelder. Carla Crowder trying to find the right mix of players, and obviously there is one player, and admittedly we don't know who it is, that is not on this roster any longer. They had to forfeit some conference victories earlier on. Jada Pickens with the steal and the basket, and the lead is 21, 36-15. A player that was ineligible, and we're not sure if it was a district situation or grades or whatever it might have been, but that was reported, an ineligible player. Thompson's shot is good. It's 36-17.
Something like that really just can be such a downer for your team, because they were, they looked like they were going to be a playoff team, and now they're having to fight to stay in there.
That's right.
In that top six.
Yeah, right now Mount St. Mary's is 1-8. Steal by Katrina Nolan. Lady Cats have missed a number of opportunities underneath. That time she was fouled, so not including that one, but there were some other easier shots they've missed underneath. Mount St. Mary is 1-8, but that one win was their forfeited win that they got from Cabot. And both Cabot and Southside are 2-7. So you imagine between those three teams, one of them is going to make the playoffs. So Cabot has a chance to slip in as that 6 or higher if they can get a few more wins, but they're going to have to claw their way back, like you mentioned. Second one is no good. Jada Pickens adds to her big stat night. Rotzel, Yelder. Reagan over to Jada Pickens. Misses everything, but Katrina Nolan is there to clean it up and get the assist to Maya Yelder. It was actually an airballed shot, but we'll give her an assist.
Maybe she was doing this new oop
Maybe
style. I don't
the
know.
oop, yeah. 1 minute to play in the first half, and it has been all Conway, leading 39-17.
And it looked like in that first quarter, Conway was struggling to get to double digits.
Yeah.
And now they've swarmed back here in this second quarter.
They have a 25-point second quarter. Alyssa Netherlane will check in.
To the line,
39-18. Second one is no good, and Alyssa Netherlane get the rebound and bring it up court and finds Asia Smith. Under 1 minute to play in this first half from Cabot tonight. Glad you're with us. Thank you for watching Lady Cats and Wampus Cats tonight. Brought to you by our friends at Conway Regional Health System, as they have with football and this basketball season, and so many of you, thousands of you that we've been hearing about watching and letting us know that you enjoy these games, and it's a thrill for us to bring them back to Conway and give you a chance to watch these, not only in Conway, but sometimes Conway's in your heart and you're not. So if you're somewhere else, you get a chance to watch these Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. We're thrilled to be able to do that. 39-18. Final 15 seconds. And Emily Beelan's going to add to her good night. She's got 13 points in this first half. Final 5 seconds. Asia Smith will dribble in, shoot, and will not go. The follow's no good, and we have reached halftime. Conway leads 39-20 over Cabot at halftime. All right, time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Kendrick with Conway Regional Health System. Conway Regional has been an important part of this community since 1938. providing excellent care with skill and compassion. But we're not just a hospital. Let me tell you about some of our fantastic facilities and services. Located off of College Avenue, just a few blocks down from the medical center, Conway Regional After Hours Clinic is equipped to handle a wide variety of problems for patients of all ages. If you need urgent care and it's after work or on the weekend, the Conway Regional After Hours Clinic is open 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Conway Regional After Hours Clinic, your best option for after-hours care. Located on Robinson Avenue next to Laurel Park, the Conway Regional Rehabilitation Hospital is one of only 4 licensed inpatient rehab hospitals in the entire state. Patients are cared for by specially trained staff under the direction of an on-site physician who specializes in rehabilitation medicine. Conway Regional Rehab Hospital, your choice for comprehensive care to bring you one step closer to home. With 4 locations in Conway and Greenbrier, some with extended clinic hours, our dedicated team provides therapy services, including physical, speech, and occupational therapy, aquatic therapy, cardiac rehabilitation, sports outreach, and pelvic floor rehabilitation. At Conway Regional, we are committed to providing all of our patients the highest quality of care.
See the Lady Cats over in the corner of the gym. They are waiting patiently to take their place on the court to warm up for the second half. We had a lengthy presentation that happened at halftime, and now the cheerleaders are entertaining the crowd here at Cabot High School. There you see them, 39-20. It's been the ladies in blue that have done the most entertaining, though, so far, leading by 19 points.
Yeah, only 6 players have got on the court tonight. 5 of them have scored, and if they're not careful, all 5 of them may get it to double figures tonight. As you got Asia Smith leading the way with 12 points and 4 steals, 4 rebounds. But then it's a pretty good mix after that. Jada Pickens, 8 points off the bench. Maya Yelder with 7 points, and then Rotzel and Nolan both with 6. So, I mean, all of these players could get into double figures tonight, which would be really nice team effort here on the road at Cabot. Shooting so much better tonight than the last few weeks. 38% from the three-point line, which is 8 points higher than their season average. And they only shot 13 three-pointers.
That's it.
Which, for a lot of teams, is a lot.
You're right.
but
we're not a lot of teams.
There was, I don't know if you monitored our Twitter handle after the games very much, but you know, Justin posts a big stats graphic at the end of every game.
Right.
And someone replied back to that. 35 three-pointers? Like, that's all it said. Question mark?
Like, that couldn't be right.
It was all caps, too. They were clearly in disbelief.
Yes.
It was not a typo.
No, that's how many they took. And they kept taking them and kept taking them. 39-20 is our score right now. Dance team from Cabot entertaining here at halftime. We've talked a few times during the course of the game. We haven't really had much time to kind of flesh this out some, but the way that the standings look in the 7A Central right now, you've got 3 teams who are at the top. Now at this point, there are 2 teams who are tied at the top, and that's Fort Smith Northside and North Little Rock. They are both 8-1 in conference play. The tiebreaker right now will go to Northside. Conway is the 3 seed at being 7-2. But from a tiebreaker standpoint, they're just within 2 of Northside. So,
yeah,
you know, obviously all these games are important, but you want to win, and you want to win by more than 10.
Well, and if things work out like they did in the first half of the conference play and everybody ends up with 2 losses, Conway's still in the driver's seat because they're doing pretty good on the points differential, as the games they've lost have been really close matches, only 2 and 4 points.
So most likely you've got those 3 teams playing for the top 3 spots. The top 2 spots will get a bye in the state tournament. The 3rd spot is going to be the team that's going to have to play the extra game. But it may be that 3rd team that you want to avoid deeper into the state tournament.
Yeah, especially if you're on the West.
That's right. So it's interesting that the way it all kind of shakes out. But here, beyond that, the teams you're looking at, Little Rock Central and Bryant are both 4-5. They're in pretty good shape because they've got a 2-game lead over Cabot and Southside. Cabot and Southside and Mount St. Mary, one of those 3 teams will be in, 2 are going to be out.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just so interesting. You and I were talking about this on the drive up. You know, that 2 seed may not be a bad thing if you're Conway. It just kind of depends on what you think is a better path, Fayetteville or having to play both Central and North Little Rock.
Whoever is the 1 seed out of the Central is going to most likely be matched up, if everybody wins out, with the other of the 3 seed from the Central.
And I said Central. I really meant to say North Side. That's
Yes.
just, I'm used to Central and North Little Rock being the top team.
But then when you look at the number 2 seed, they'll be matched up with the 1 from the West, but completely separated from the 1 and the 3 from the Central, which are the 2 other juggernauts in the state. So it really isn't. You just play and you try to win as many as you can. But it's our job to kind of look at some interesting angles and see what we can find. And sometimes maybe it's better to be number 2.
Yeah,
so
2 seed could be a hidden blessing.
We'll also see how the team shoots here in the second half. They got exactly no warm-up shots, as halftime took the entire 10 minutes with festivities here by Cabot, and so that left no time at all for warm-ups for either team, not just a Conway thing, but Cabot either. They may have got a few up, but not many. We're underway with a 19-point lead. If you're wondering about the AAA's sportsmanship rule, it's 30 anytime in the second half. If Conway gets up by 30, then that would kick in. Rotzel gets the long offensive rebound. Rotzel with the three-point shot. Won't go. Cardrina Nolan's follow will go. Now we're seeing some three-pointers. I like that. I mean, wasn't 30 of them, but.
Like I said, 13 is a lot for most teams.
Yeah.
It's just a half for the Lady Cats.
41-20. Conway defense at 1-3-1. Cardrina Nolan in the middle of it. Jimerson on the baseline, in and out, no good. Emily Beelan's had a nice game. She cannot save it there. And Reagan Rotzel, I think she stepped on the end line, and she did. 13 points for number 33 for Cabot, Emily Beelan.
But gets pretty sparse from there if you look at the rest of the roster.
It's fair.
And she's had a lot of just open looks, getting good position, and Cabot's done a good job of getting the ball to her.
She was open again there. They just didn't see her. In that 1-3-1, that does leave the low blocks open if you can get to them. And Brooklyn Stracner did there. Couple of minutes into the third quarter, Asia Smith, back of the rim, no good. Going to go the other way, offensive foul on the rebound. It's 41-22. After tonight, Conway will have 4 games remaining. That's it. It's 41-22. Reagan Rotzel, whistle for the foul. That is her third. Beelan now with 15.
Cabot, a little life here in the third quarter.
Yeah, started talking about the AAA sportsmanship rule, and they have come roaring back. Rotzel catch to Netherlane. Smith. Asia with the left-hand dribble out over the Panthers, stenciled on the court. Yelder, too strong. This Conway team wants to finish on a good note and get ready for Tuesday when they host Northside. Stracner all the way to the basket. Foul underneath, called on Cardrina Nolan. That'll be her first.
Stracner's found some success here in the third quarter on that left baseline. She found something that's working. She's going straight back to it.
Stracner at the line. First free throw is missed. Jada Pickens, who had a really nice first half, is going to come in.
Lady Cats going small here. Which I guess any time that Cardrina's on the bench,
they're small,
basically small.
Yeah, it's a. Well, I guess Reagan Rotzel at 5'8". Well, Maya's 5'8" as well. So those are our bigs right now. Yelder all the way in.
We hadn't mentioned this. Well, I guess we'll get to it after this timeout.
Timeout here on the court. 43-24. Conway leads. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
At U.S. Truck Accessories, we've got everything you need to accessorize your ride. We carry a huge variety of truck accessories, including bed covers and camper shells painted to match your truck, starting at only $995. Plus, U.S. Truck Accessories is your trailer hitch headquarters. Whether you need a gooseneck hitch, fifth wheel, or receiver hitch, we've got you covered. We're also the area's newest Go-Light dealer. We offer quality products at competitive prices and installation on everything we sell. U.S. Truck Accessories, 1335 East Oak Street in Conway.
Lady Cats leading 43-24, and you see we've talked about the 6 players we've seen. This team generally goes 7. The 7th player is standing there, and she hasn't taken her jacket off yet.
Yeah, you can see her. She's over in the left part of your screen wearing that black jacket. Talking about Chapman. She is usually the person who comes in to give Cardrina a spell.
That's right.
Of course, she had a little something happen on the floor on Tuesday. We're not quite sure exactly what it was, but
she didn't come back in that game, and we haven't seen her tonight, averaging just over 4 points a game and 4.5 rebounds a game. She has given this team some crucial minutes, so whatever it takes to get her back and completely healthy is what we need to do, because we will need her in March. 43-24, 4.5 to play in the third quarter. That was a jump ball and a walk all at the same time. But the jump ball is going to give the ball to Conway. Coach Nance just walked away. How are you not looking at their feet, too? She was walking with her while she traveled, or while the jump ball was happening. 43-24. Netherlane in the corner to Rotzel. Shot is deflected. Alyssa thought about the steal. Applying some pressure, finds Jimerson. Kenzie Wagner, back to Jimerson. To Wagner. Boy, good battle going on between Hannah Ogilvie and Reagan Rotzel. And they're going to get Jada Pickens for the foul.
Jada's a little confused, not really sure what she did there.
Strassner, good look to Beelan. Well, she's a good player. 6-foot sophomore. She scored 13 on Tuesday night against Fort Smith Southside. She had 17 tonight.
And they've drawn up some really efficient plays to find her in the right spots.
And then she finishes.
Yeah.
I mean, every single time we've seen. Starting to see some of our classy students in their blackout showing up. Filling the first row behind the basket there. Entry pass to Nolan. Alyssa Netherlane. Back of the rim, no good. Asia Smith with the offensive rebound. The shot is knocked out of bounds. Conway's going to keep it. 3.5 to go. We're in the third quarter. Guys game to follow. Last time that the two boys teams played, we were here for a while.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Well, we were at our place for a while since it was at home. Netherlane, three-pointer, front of the rim. Actually missed the front of the rim. Maya Yelder was there to gather it up. They're having fun, lots of laughter.
Hey, Yelder, I was curious there if they were going to call that foul on the floor, but she got that shot up so fast. She's going to get to go to the free throw line here.
First one good.
It looked like the push came before she, got the shot off, but smart play by the junior.
She joins Asia Smith with 12 apiece. Now she has 13. Good defense by Netherlane. And instead, she'll get whistled for a foul.
I know that I shouldn't have favorites, but I just do every year. Like, it just happens that way. Alyssa's my favorite.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Really? Well, she just came out of the game.
I love the way she plays defense because
yes.
she's a pest for these opposing teams. She just gets right up on them. Doesn't matter where they are on the floor.
Well, and we've watched this program long enough to know that whoever coach puts out at the top of that 1-3-1, she's got a lot of faith in, and they are going to be a pest. I mean, that's the right word, and it's a compliment.
And then any offense that she gives you is a bonus.
That's right.
Because that's not really what she's out there for.
Alyssa averaging 5 points a game. Wagner's shot on the baseline is good. 45-28. Asia Smith, shot is blocked, no foul. Coach Nance, just simply by watching her hand motions, disagrees. Jimerson between the circles, back to Wagner. It's 45-28. Conway led by 19 at halftime. They haven't been able to pull out ahead any more than that. Cabot shaved a little bit off of it. Stolen away. Rotzel, nice job. Outlet to Jada Pickens. Ball fake, uses her body, can't get it to go. 1-on-2, and she got it back. Finds Kadrina Nolan. Kadrina, 2 tries at it. Finds Reagan Rotzel. Back of the rim, no good. Going the other way.
Man. It's hard to say that was a good possession because it didn't end in points.
Right.
And it ended in a foul. But there was a lot of good things happening. The outlet pass.
The steal in the corner.
The effort by Pickens to get her shot back after the miss.
Yeah, there was about everything but points. Good hands by Emily Beelan. She gathers it in. 19 points for the sophomore, and she's single-handedly keeping the clock from running. 15-point lead. She has scored 19 of their 30. Good pass. Good save. Pickens for 3. No good.
Jeff, I'm not sure, but I don't think they've hit a three-pointer this quarter.
Well, Stats is on it. He's down in front of us. Kadrina Nolan and 1. 47-30 now, and free throw upcoming for Kadrina. She has got 8 points on the night. I don't remember a three-pointer in this half.
We'll definitely have it for you when we get to the fourth quarter. Haven't been any breaks in this quarter. It's been a pretty fast, efficient quarter.
Kind of scooting along here. 6:57 is the time tonight. Of course, we're live this evening. Live on these road games. Next 2 Friday nights as well. So just played a little less than an hour, and we've had 3 quarters of basketball and a really long halftime. Out of bounds. Coach Jerry Bridges helping things out over there, the head coach for the Cabot Panthers. Led them to a state tournament championship a couple years back. Under a minute to play. Lady Cats led by 19 at halftime. They're up 18 now. Let's see what they're able to do these final 40 seconds or so. They'll find Nolan on the block and 1. When Kadrina Nolan gets the ball on that side of the court and she turns and uses that left hand, which is her offhand, she is unstoppable.
Yeah, we talked about Rotzel and Pickens, the difference maker that they can be. When you're getting the ball down to Kadrina in the spot where she likes it, good things can happen for this team.
12 points now. She joins Asia Smith, who has 12, and Maya Yelder's got 13. So we got 3 in double figures. You talked about that earlier. 21-point lead. Final half minute of the third quarter. Loose ball stolen away. Kadrina the outlet to Jada Pickens. Kicked out of bounds. It'll be Conway basketball. Well, plenty of time here to get some more points on the board. Leading by 21. Reagan Rotzel will throw it in. Good catch by Pickens. Rotzel for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Thompson with the rebound. Numbers for Cabot. (51-32). Well, not a good final few seconds here. Missed shot, easy layup, and a foul now on Yelder. And that is her 4th.
Yeah, and you could see it as soon as she got that ball, that elbow got extended, and refs aren't going to miss that.
And now a shot to end the quarter. Won't go. All right, we're going to the 4th. Conway still leads, but kind of limping to the line here, leading 51-32. 60 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Since 1902, Odd Insurance has been protecting what's important to you. featuring Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners is ranked among the Fortune 500 14 years in a row.
We were victims of the tornadoes of both 2011 and 2014. Our auto insurance agents worked really hard to make sure we were fully compensated for our losses.
You ought to call us today. That's Auto Insurance in downtown Conway.
Your life is about to change forever, and Conway Regional will be with you every step of the way. We're committed to being the best. That's why our OBGYNs won't deliver anywhere else. Your newborn will benefit from our groundbreaking nursery alliance with Arkansas Children's Hospital. And as you adapt to the new world that's in front of you, know that everyone at Conway Regional is all on the same team. Yours. One team, one promise, Conway Regional.
19-point lead as we begin the fourth quarter. That's what it was when we started the third quarter. 8 minutes to go in this one, and we'll get ready for the guys' game that's coming up. Conway looking to keep pace with North Little Rock and Fort Smith Northside. Got to win everything when you're not playing them, and when you do play them, you got to try to win those two.
Yeah, so Conway was 5 of 13 in the first half from the three-point line. In the third quarter, they were 0 for 9. Whoa. So no three-pointers in the second half yet.
Well, we need to change that.
So that dropped their percentage from 38% down to 22%. But, you know, hasn't been too huge of a deal. Like we said, 3 Lady Cats in double figures.
Well, and just neither team shot really well in that third quarter. It was 12-12.
That's true, yeah.
After a 25-point second quarter for Conway. So a chance here for Cabot to shave a little more off the lead. And they don't. Shot is missed, out of bounds, going the other way. Conway with 20 wins this year. They've lost 3 times. They lost to Sierra Canyon, a California school down in Texas. California school down at a tournament in Texas. It sounded like I didn't know what geography was. But they lost by 10 to them, and then they lost by 2 at Northside and lost by 4 last Tuesday. Only 2 losses to schools in Arkansas have been by a total of 6 points. The idea was to get it to Nolan, but good defense by Cabot to get the steal. Jump ball or a timeout? They're going to get the timeout called. So timeout called by Cabot. It is a 30-second timeout, and we'll take it with the teams on the court. Back in 30 on Conway Corp Channel 5. 51-34 is our score. Conway leads Cabot. Cabot High School Jazz Band performing tonight. More during the breaks. You probably can't hear them because we're at commercial during those times, but how about those courtside cats, though? They're fantastic. Come out Tuesday night and watch your courtside cats in addition to the cats on the court.
I appreciate them every game.
Yes. Front of the rim, no good. Second attempt, no good. Third attempt, no good. Maya Yelder comes out of there with it.
I talked about Conway's three-point woes in the third quarter. Well, Cabot is 0 for 6 in the game.
That one was close to going, but it did not. So 0 for 10 now in the second half. Nolan goes to the left hand, but she was pushed a little bit in the back, so that affected the shot. Jimerson all the way and one.
Coach Nance said this a few weeks ago. I can't remember which game it was exactly, but they still haven't been able to get a full 4 quarters in a game. And I mean, even with a 19, 20-point lead after the third quarter, they still just really didn't play that well. They didn't shoot that well, for sure.
51-37. Lead is 14. And Conway has yet to score in the fourth quarter. Pickens to Reagan Rotzel. Reagan Rotzel knocked down the three, and a quick timeout called by Ashley Nance. We'll take it with the teams on the court. Conway up 54-37. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Dang, did you know that Legacy Fencing was voted as the best of the best in Faulkner County? Of course I did. Everybody knows that. Did you know Legacy Fencing is still the best of the best in Faulkner County?
Of course I do. Everybody knows that. Some things just don't change.
While most things change, Legacy Fencing continues to be the fencing company that the people of Conway trust.
Legacy Fencing. It's fencing for a lifetime.
54-37 following Reagan Rotzel's three-pointer. Lady Cats got the lead.
Three-point shooting woes in the third quarter. But let's give credit where credit is due. 12 of 15 from the free throw line on the game, 80%. That's a good number. That's where you want to be,
yes,
you know, as we get closer to the end of conference play. And overall, from the field, they've shot pretty well. I mean, 35% overall. Of course, you got that three-point number dragging you down some.
2 weeks remain in the regular season. Next week at Cabot, or excuse me, at Cabot tonight. Next Tuesday night will be Northside at home, and then at Little Rock Central. And then we'll play Little Rock Catholic, Mount St. Mary's at home, and then travel to Bryant, and then it's North Little Rock, and hopefully a trip to Hot Springs after that. State tournament this year just down in North Little Rock, so hopefully some Conway folks will be able to make it. We know some of those games happen during the day, and we'll have the broadcast for you. Once we get to down there, know the brackets, which we'll know, probably figure it out 2 weeks from tonight. We'll know officially everybody where Conway's going to fall. Both teams are obviously in really good position to make the state tournament. No concerns there. Just where are they going to be seated? 5.5 to play tonight. Conway and Cabot. Lady Cats looking for win number 21 on the season. The side of some of their most exciting victories ever in Panther Arena.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned it.
Not yet. Not on the air.
Yeah, not on the air. I did say coming in that I'll never be in this gym and not think of Haley Estes.
It disappoints me that they don't have a marker down on the court somewhere, where she shot that three-pointer that sent Conway to the state championship.
I mean, come on, Cabot.
I know, there ought to be a paw print.
Haley's face
even
on
that,
the spot.
Haley's face on the spot will be perfect. Jimerson, shot is missed. Jada Pickens playing great. Goes up strong. Her and Alyssa Netherlane alone down there, and they made things happen and got the 2 points. We are live tonight again, so if you are watching, we'd love to hear from you. 5 Sports Live on Twitter. Find us on Facebook as well. Channels 5 and 585 on our Conway Corp cable offerings, and online all over the world, conwaycorp.com/WC2Go. And you just saw number 2 knock down another three-pointer, Reagan Rotzel. She has taken a ton of them this year, more than anyone else on the team by far, and she's made more also. Inside to Beelan. A 21-point night for Emily Beelan.
And that's troublesome. I mean, if I'm going to have one takeaway from this game, it's the ease that Cabot was able to get it inside and score against this Lady Cat defense, because the teams that give the Lady Cats trouble, we just saw them on Tuesday, North Little Rock and Morris, that big player they have.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to face one of these teams again, ultimately, if you want to get where you want to get.
So it's 59-43, just a 16-point lead with half of the fourth quarter still to play, and Coach Crowder empties out her bench. Conway still just going 6 deep.
And they look pumped on the bench. I don't know what they're excited about, but they're clapping.
National Pizza Day.
I
That's
guess,
what they're excited about.
I don't know. Strange.
Pickens. Alyssa Netherlane. Back of the rim, no good. Jada Pickens hustling for the loose ball, can't gather it up, and it will be Cabot's. $16-point lead, 59-43. Steal by Cardrina Nolan. Hopeful for a really big crowd on Tuesday night. Northside, their girls are, again, one of the top 3 teams in the state, along with us in North Little Rock. And their boys feature a future Razorback and Isaiah Joe. So it's going to be a great night of basketball. Hopefully basketball fans and just Wampus Cat and Lady Cat fans will make their way out, get there early, make a lot of noise.
Lady Cat's looking for some revenge. Got a 2-point loss on the road.
That's right. And these Wampus Cats looking to continue their rise. They are in a good spot in the state tournament, the seeding process as far as the tournament goes. We'll talk more about that when we get into the boys' game, but keep getting some wins and they ought to have a chance. Make something happen when we get to North Little Rock. Asia Smith backing up towards the center stripe. Use more of the court here. 2:45 and clock running in the 4th quarter. Lady Cats looking to wrap this one up officially and move to 21-3, 8-2 in conference play, and they'll do that in 2.5 minutes. Rotzel, quick catch and shot won't go. Jada Pickens has it knocked away, and Alyssa Netherlane will come out of there with it. And so they'll burn some more clock. Good clock management here. We have seen this not executed very well a few times. That time it's perfect. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Wow.
I wish I had a still frame of Asia's face.
I think it might have looked like Reagan Rotzel's did too. She turned and looked at Coach Nance and had a similar look on her face. 2:12 to go. We'll have a little bit of a break between the games and then tip that boys' game up.
3 technical fouls in that last
and 2
Wampus
overtimes,
Cat, yeah, Cabot matchup. So hoping for a cleaner affair here tonight. Ended in regulation.
Well, if you're wishing, go ahead and finish it
Well,
with a Conway win.
Conway win,
Okay.
yeah.
That goes without saying,
Yeah,
probably.
I don't even have to say that. Remember a year ago we were here and we got some heat on Twitter after the game calling us homers.
We did, and it was one of their star players' sisters.
Yeah.
Which was, I mean,
it's fine.
It absolutely is
But,
fine.
I mean, you're not listening to the Cabot broadcast. I don't know what
you're
you
not.
expected to hear.
I would say I don't even own any red, but that's a lie because I like the Sooners and the Razorbacks and the Red Sox, and that's.
But you would lie just to make a point.
Just yes.
It is, isn't it? It's you know, Healthy Heart Month or whatever.
That is true.
You gotta wear red.
Yeah.
This month, just not here.
There were some funny photos this week of some of the Conway athletic administrators wearing red and saying that you know, we normally don't wear red, but so, for a good cause for sure. 59-43. You can probably set your watch on the fact if we're talking about fashion, it's a double-digit game with less than 2 to play.
Well, like I told the guy at McDonald's, we have fun.
That's right. 90 seconds to go here. Alyssa Netherlane, Asia Smith, Jada Pickens, Cardrina Nolan, Reagan Rotzel. 5 of the 6 that coaches had on the court tonight are on the court right now. Coach Nance choosing to not go any deeper. Yeah, and I don't know if this factors into it, but they had a pretty intense JV game that was happening right before as we were getting here. We kind of went down to the wire, close back and forth. And the young ladies that played in that game, just giving them a chance to rest during this one.
It's a close game. Nice finish from the Lady Cat JV team.
Both are good. Asia Smith. Jada Pickens is also in double figures now, so 4 out of 10 or 4 out of 6.
Balance.
Netherlands going to have to get 10 points in the final minute and 10 seconds. She has been held scoreless tonight. But knocked away by Reagan Rotzel again. I'm the three-point shooter.
That's my job.
That is my job. It wouldn't matter what Alyssa Netherland did tonight because tonight will always be the night that she's Levi's favorite.
She's my favorite.
I mean, yeah, you pick
I
one
mean,
out
it
every
didn't
year.
just happen tonight.
Oh, I know, but it was identified tonight.
When I finally, announced it to the world.
I don't know that I have a favorite on this team. I like them all the same, Levi.
Well, Savannah Lowe is my favorite for like 4 years, so I've really only had 2 favorites.
I forget you haven't done this for 17 years.
Right? Yeah. I don't have the.
How crazy was it
you do.
Tuesday night to see that 2008 state championship team, and some of them carrying their children. Like, whoa.
You tell me. I don't know.
Very, very elderly. That's how I feel. Ebony Kyle has checked in. So the 7th Lady Cat has made her way to the court. 1 minute to play, 16-point lead. Lady Cats led by 19 at halftime and led by 19 after the third quarter. They'll probably be content to go home with a 16-point win. The way our broadcast schedule goes, we broadcast the 7 home conference games, and then we choose 3 road conference games to broadcast. And it's fun to see them on the road. It's fun to see them out of their environment.
In the blue.
And to see them in a place that they're not the darlings of everybody. And, and that it's tough. It's tough to come into places like this and play well. And it's going to be a totally different environment next week at Little Rock Central. That is, it's the 180-degree turn from what this facility is. That old classic, this is an arena, that's a gym.
Yeah.
And it's a great, fun place to go, and really feels like a step back in time. And we'll be there next Friday with our step back in time, broadcasting to your pocket. It's just,
we're going to get some old-timey microphones.
I think we might.
Hats.
Oh, we should get some fedoras. Yes. Our graphic package should look like, it could be just some
grainy.
Dude, some kid in the corner just with a little flip chart. Just changing the score. 63-45. Clock winding down. Final 6 seconds, and Conway's going to improve to 21-3, and they are 8-2 in conference play. Cabot drops to 9-13, and they are now 2-8 in the 7A Central. Good balanced attack. 16 points out of Asia Smith, 12 out of a player whose number got erased from the scoreboard, as I was about to tell
quickly.
you. Yes.
Well, here, I'm pulling mine up now.
You tell me.
Our man Stats is helping us out. As you're looking for Asia Smith, she had 16 points, led the way. So actually, 5 players.
Okay, in
double figures tonight. Yeah, Asia Smith with 16. Let's see, Cardrina Nolan with 14. Then you got. It's hard to read. The names are way over here. Points are way over here. Rotzel with 12, which that 12, a lot of that came here in the second half.
Yeah.
And then Yelder with 11, and Jada Pickens 10 points off the bench. So 5 of your 6 players in double digits tonight. Very balanced. Defense played extremely well. Conway had 10 turnovers tonight, but Cabot had 22, so that Conway defense getting the job done. Still not a complete game.
Right, yeah, still haven't played all 4 quarters.
Yeah, hard third quarter, but good to always go on the road and get a win.
So congratulations to Coach Nance and Coach Gifford and the Lady Cats. Good win tonight, and they will enjoy this one, probably for the ride back, and then all focus turns to Fort Smith Northside next Tuesday night at home. We hope you'll be there to watch and then to watch our broadcast later next week. All right, We are going to have a short, looks like a little ceremony here between games, and then we will get ready for the boys' game. So what we're going to do with our live stream tonight is we'll take a break. You'll see the little thing come up there. This is a great time for you to go run your errands to the restroom and kitchen, wherever else you need to go, walk a dog if that needs to happen, and then come back here when we tip off the boys game in just about 15 minutes or so. So we'll take a break and come back. Boys game coming up, Conway and Cabot on Conway Corp Channel 5. welcome you back to Panther Arena on the campus of Cabot High School. Cabot Panther Arena, Cabot Panthers, the Panthers of Cabot. Get all that right. And it is Jeff and Levi with you. Stats is in front of us, and we've got our entire Channel 5 crew here tonight live on the road as Cabot takes on Conway. Now, the last time that these two teams played, we played extra free basketball, as it were. So there were 2 overtimes, but there was another number 3 technical fouls,
yes.
And that was hurtful.
It was hurtful because there was a point in the game, I think it was the second technical foul. There were 2 against Conway and 1 against Cabot, but the second one against Conway, I believe, ended up being like a 4 or 5 point swing because it was a technical on top of, a personal foul on a shot. And Conway was lucky to even get to overtime. They could have easily lost in regulation. But somehow Conway kept battling. They were in that game. They had a chance, multiple chances to win. But I was getting confused by another hype video playing here. But yeah, Conway, they beat themselves the last time these two teams played. And in pretty much every area of the game. Shooting, they lost their cool a couple times with the technicals. But coming into this game, they're coming off their biggest win of the year.
Unbelievable performance the other night.
They've had North Little Rock's numbers, beat them 3 times, twice in conference play.
That's right.
So if you're Conway, it's, and that capped off, I think, like a 4-game losing streak or lost 4 or 5. So it's not all, it's just been a mixed bag through the first half of conference play. But Conway's coming off a really big win against the #1 team in the state. But can they build on that success on the road and beat a Cabot team that is very beatable for them even on the road?
Blake Bradshaw had a huge game against North Little Rock. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. The starting lineup looks like it did on Tuesday night. Kylan Milton and Caleb London will start in the backcourt. Scott Ashby and Stuart Lowe also playing some guard positions. And then Blake Bradshaw in the middle. So it's a little bit different looking lineup. It was different looking the other night, as it turns out, because of the flu that brought Terry Clardy down. And we don't see Terry in the starting lineup, but I do think I see him out there. So we'll see if he is available tonight.
Yeah, he is on the court.
Not starting. The starters again, Kylan Milton and Caleb London, Scott Ashby, Stuart Lowe, and Blake Bradshaw. Those are the starters. Boy, Blake had a huge night. 22 points on Tuesday.
And it wasn't just Blake. I mean, he had the best night for sure. But as a team, they shot so well. It's just a great matchup for them against North Little Rock, and they have showed up each time so far this year. Can they build off of that? Can they keep that good shooting going? Because, I mean, they shot 54% from the field, 67% for the three-point line, and free throw shooting, not so great. I mean, that's an area for improvement. But overall, just played so well, limited turnovers. But can they get a streak going? That's the thing we haven't really been able to see too much with this team is they get a little bit of good things going, then take a few steps back.
And Coach Brian Longing, salty, finding the right rotation of players, and we'll see how that plays itself out tonight in what is always a very emotional game, a very intense game. Played that self out with those 3 technicals.
And that's the thing. That's the #1 thing I would be telling this team is, look, you cannot afford to lose your head tonight because it cost us before, and you can bet it'll cost you on the road at Cabot. You gotta control yourself.
And the thing about a Conway and Cabot game is that every official in the state knows, every umpire in the state knows, every referee in the state knows, regardless of the sport. If it's Conway and Cabot, it's going to be intense, and so they're going to watch for those things. So the 3 officials we've got tonight will be doing the same thing. So we'll see how it plays out. Starters for Cabot, Christian Weir, the 5'11 senior, starts at point guard. Landon Votts, a 6'4 senior, starts at forward. Also at forward is a 6'3 sophomore, Jacob Hudson. And then 2 seniors down low, and these 2 guys really do run this team. Noah Allgood, 6'2 senior center, and Jalen Brown, number 30, Jalen Brown. He was a starter on that state championship team from 3 years ago. Started as a sophomore, he started throughout, and he had a huge game, 30 points, including a 4-point play in the second overtime that Conway just never able to come back from.
Yeah, I remember that shot. It was on the far baseline. He put up that 3-point shot, got the foul, and that was, ultimately that was the final nail for Conway.
So we will see who it is that gets matched up against number 30 defensively. Noah Allgood and Blake Bradshaw will tip it up. Controlled by Conway.
Conway hasn't lost many tips.
No, that's a good point. And we are underway. Live tonight. Great to have you with us. 5 Sports Live is how you find us on Twitter. Find us on Facebook as well. Stuart Lowe had a chance to visit with his sister Savannah before the game. Guard at UCA right now. Freshman guard over there playing for the Sugar Bears. Good look at the shot from Stewart.
That's the nice thing about when you play college close to home.
That's right.
As close as possible. You can still follow your high school team.
That's Weir. In the corner, Christian Weir. No good. Bradshaw with the block, out of bounds, Conway ball.
Oh man, you can hear that. Classy students there, compact tonight, but bring in a lot of noise. I like it.
About 4 rows of them there on the side of the gym, or of the basket stanchion there. No score, minute in. Caleb London, Scott Ashby. Pass too low for Bradshaw to do anything with it there. London, he played with a little touch of the flu the other night, or at least feeling under the weather. If it was the flu, I'm sure he would have stayed home, but feeling the effects of it. In and out, no good, but in with the follow.
3 of the 5 Gilberts have had the flu, so.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know we're close here, but I'll try my best.
Yeah, please. And now you tell me. But we've done a game already.
Me and the 16-month-old, we're the lone holdouts. We're
Being
holding
strong,
tough.
Huh?
Yeah.
Noah Allgood with the catch to Christian Weir. And Scott Ashby picks him up. Wampus Cats looking to go 6-4 in conference play. Stolen away. Good job by Scott Ashby. Ashby to Kylan Milton and in.
What a nice play by Ashby. It looks like Weir just was confused, was looking back at his coach, and Ashby, such a smart player, just goes in and takes that ball away.
Allgood. He's strong under there. Noah Allgood, 6'2" senior. London. Out to Ashby. Stuart Lowe. Wampus Cats showing some patience here on offense, running the offense. London for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Good job by Kylan Milton to tip it. Caleb London gathered it up. Scott Ashby for 3, no good. Three minutes in, it's 4-2.
Conway coming out and man-to-man after that zone defense didn't do so well against this perimeter shooting from Cabot first matchup.
Landon Vaught with 3, and Cabot takes the lead 5-4. Bradshaw falls with it, jump ball. It'll be Cabot's. Coach Salty longing up off the bench, clapping his approval on the hustle. Not clapping his approval on the miss. You don't approve that? That's Jalen Brown. In that 30-point game a month ago, he hit 4 3-pointers. But he really did his damage at the free throw line. 16 out of 19.
Wow.
Scored half of his points from the free throw line.
That's a smart way to do it.
That is. Take advantage of it. That's Hudson. Brown. Jalen Brown for 3, no good. Quick shot. He'll dribble in the lane, give it up to Allgood. They are very much an inside-outside tandem. Brown from the outside, Allgood inside. 3-point lead for the Panthers. Talked about Conway being 5-4 in conference play. Cabot is 3-6.
They don't look like a 3-6 team.
They do not, and
at least not against us.
No. They're probably going to make the state tournament just based on the other teams that they're up against, but for seeding's sake, they would love to move their way up. Plus just the fact that they're playing Conway. It wouldn't really matter what was on the line. I know that we feel the same about them. London. Caleb, little step back jumper won't go. Rebound to Vaught. Tipped. Back to Vaught. Hudson. Drives and shoots. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Jalen Brown for 3. In and out. Jump ball. Conway basketball. Carson Walker checks in.
Really impressed with the noise from the Classy students. Traveled well tonight.
Again, yeah, they're not huge in number, but volume, we got you covered. I also think it's interesting where the Cabot student section, where they tend to sit. They sit where your vision is impaired by any free throws that you may attempt into their end. Our crew have gone all the way down to the court side. The majority of the Cabot student section kind of stays up closer to the top. Low, back to London. Ashby kicks to Milton. Kylan Milton, pure. It's a good looking shot. Vaught gives it back to Hudson, who gives it back to Vaught. Wheeling around, can't get it to go. 2 shots have coming. They'll get Caleb London for the foul.
Yeah, London just got a little bit too much contact with the hand there. Looked like he may have hit a little bit of the head area.
So it's good to see Terry Clardy in, number 35. And Christian Williams also checking in. 2-point lead for Cabot. 3-point lead, 9-6. And Aiden Shirley checks in.
Yeah, Conway managed very well without Clardy on Tuesday, but he's such a physical presence. Gives you a little different dynamic when he's on the floor. So glad that the illness didn't last longer than it had to.
Whistle away from the basketball. Going to stay on this end. They're going to get Aiden Shirley for it. Correction, they're saying 30. I thought they said 40. 30 is Jalen Brown, so that's his first. Clardy to Ashby. Christian Williams, quick 3. Back of the rim, no good. Smart by Clardy, kept his arms down, no foul call. Final minute of the first quarter. Brown for 3. That's his shot. Cabot doubling up Conway right now as we're in the final half minute of the first quarter. Bradshaw. And a foul. Charge will be called on Bradshaw.
Tough spot there for the senior. He's trying to get something going here as it's been a low-scoring quarter for these Wampus Cats. Gets the ball a little further away from the basket than you probably want him to get it if he's going to drive to the lane like that.
25 seconds, clock ticking as we approach the end of the first quarter. Putting pressure on Brown so he can't get an open look. Walker, pass inside to Allgood. 7 seconds to go. Brown found himself in mid-leap. Got the shot up, 2 seconds. Blake Bradshaw. And Cabot leads 12-6 as we go to quarter number 2. We'll take a 60-second break and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Looking to make your truck stand out from the rest? US Truck offers a variety of accessories to fit your needs. Tonneau covers, camper shells, toolboxes, bed liners, Nerf bars and running boards, trailer hitches, lift kits, and much, much more. We offer top quality products at a fair price with installation available. Oh, and ask about our military and senior discounts. US Truck Accessories, 1335 East Oak Street in Conway. Work hard, play hard.
Steve's Auto Center is dedicated to getting your vehicle safely back on the road. From fender benders to a major collision, we offer the area's most advanced auto body repair services. With expert workmanship and the highest quality materials and paints available, we strive to exceed your expectations. And count on us for Central Arkansas's best towing and recovery services. We'll travel anywhere in the state at any time to rescue your equipment.
Come to Steve's Auto Center for all your automotive needs.
So a low-scoring quarter is the understatement of the night. 12-6 is our score.
Yeah, this Conway offense continues to play Jekyll and Hyde from week to week. You just never know which offense you're going to get. Not really much to speak of. Colin Milton leading the way with 4 points and Caleb London with 2, and that is it. They're 0 for 5 from the three-point line in the first quarter.
Alley-oop. Easy basket for Jacob Hudson. Jerry Bridges drew that up out of the timeout, or out of the quarter break there, and ran to perfection. Bradshaw to Larome Thompson, who's checked in. Dish to Bradshaw. Blake double teamed. They're going to get Cabot for the foul. Christian Weir whistled for it.
Foul on number 13, Christian Weir. That's his first personal.
Caleb London back in as Kylan Milton will come out.
Caleb London.
They're going to charge. They're going to call a block on it. Ernie Murray, who is former Razorback, who is out away from the basket. The official underneath blew his whistle. Ernie did at the same time, and they let Murray make the call, and he saw a charge, or excuse me, a block. And so free throws upcoming for Blake Bradshaw.
I think Bradshaw's lucky to be at the line right now.
And the free throws missed badly.
And if you're the Cabot player, that was a lot of contact to take and no reward for it.
Yes. Much better form on the second one. Blake drains it, and it is 14-8.
Nobody wants the ball.
Excuse me, 14-7 following the one made free throw. Still having trouble getting it in. Clardy.
Oh, man.
They're going to get Terry Clardy for a foul. And I thought he flew through there and made a nice play on it.
That's his first personal.
Yeah, it looked like he had all ball coming in there.
We'll see Joe Thomas come in Haven't seen Joe play the last few games that we've broadcast. Good to see the former Wampus Cat receiver out there. 6'2" senior.
Man, they are being very loose with the foul calls. I mean, slightest touch.
Trying to keep it from getting out of hand, I guess.
Well, you know, it's not a terrible idea. in
Not
retrospect.
far-fetched, is it?
No.
Larome Thompson whistled for that one, his first. Backdoor cut. All good there. 16-7, Cabot up.
Conway doesn't find a way to generate some offense.
Christian Williams goes for the reverse layup. It goes halfway down and then all the way back out. Hudson thought about it and pulled it back down. Vaught. Clardy on him. Noah Allgood lost his man. Went straight down the lane and took an easy pass and an easy basket. And the lead is 11. We've played 2 minutes of this second quarter. Conway still just scored 7 points. Clardy puts your shoulder down and it's going to be a charge. 5th team foul against the Wampus Cats.
Anytime you get that extension, it's an automatic call.
Yeah, even if you're both moving. I mean, that's we see it time and time again.
You have to learn how to absorb that contact as you're driving. I mean, as soon as that arm extends, it's too easy for the refs to call.
Right. Cats are digging themselves a hole here, down 18-7. Seth Vance is in the game, number 10. That's Jalen Brown, knocked away by Ashby, but right into the hands of Hudson. Brown, dish to Allgood. 4 Wampus Cats there, and it's going to be Caleb London that comes away with it. Good idea, but the shot is short. There's an easy chance for a basket at the goal.
Yeah, smart play to stop and elevate. Don't want to get another charge called against his offense.
That's Vance. Brown. Blocked by Bradshaw, out of bounds.
Conway hasn't been the best defensive team defending inbound plays.
Brighton Drake checks in. Maybe he didn't get to the scores table quick enough.
I'm not sure what the thought is there.
Leave Christian Williams in. Drake's going to stay at the scores table for the moment. Jacob Hudson with a good move to the basket. Lead back to 13.
Yeah, Hudson just doing what he wanted there on the baseline. Little resistance.
London in the low block. Good move to the basket, but can't get it to go. And that will be the second personal foul on Jalen Brown.
I've said it before, in games where you're struggling for offense, best recipe to get things moving is to find ways to get to the free throw line. Challenge for Conway, though, is that they're not the greatest free throw shooting team.
Yeah. Evident there as the free throw hits off the back of the rim for Conway's leading scorer. Bratton Drake will come in now, replacing Christian Williams. Second one is good. Halfway through the second quarter, and Cabot's up by 12. Ball goes right between the wickets of Landon Vaught. And Conway with the break here. Gotta take advantage of this.
Right, please. Let's get something going. I used Jekyll and Hyde earlier, but it really is true. It's like either they're playing great or they're just struggling. There hasn't been many middle of the road games.
Right. Yeah, certainly none that we've seen. Stuart Lowe, front of the rim, no good. Conway's going to get the ball back. So Conway's getting opportunities here. Pass goes through the legs, easy rebound that goes out of bounds. No reason to not take advantage of this.
No, we talked about it in the girls' game. It's a different arena. It doesn't feel or look the same as, Conway's gym. It's really high ceilings. I would imagine as a shooter, it's a little off when you're trying to get that rhythm going.
London misses the three-point attempt. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Good defense by London. Got around, knocked the ball out of bounds. Kylan Milton will come in place of Caleb London.
Conway still 0 from the three-point line.
And 8 points total. Skip pass over to Vance. No good, Ashby. That's the 6th team foul. So free throws the rest of the way. 2:49 to go, or 2:48 to go, correction, in the first half. Seventh team foul. Free throws upcoming.
Foul number 21, Blake Bradshaw. That's his second personal 17th foul. To the line.
Second on Blake.
It rains and pours, right? You can see it in the body language of this team. They're just a little out of sorts here in the first half. Not really sure what to do to turn this ship around.
22-8. It is all Cabot right now. Kylan Milton can score in bunches. Maybe we can get him started. Foul. 5th team foul against Cabot. We see Terry Clardy come back in. Again, Clardy was not available against North Little Rock earlier in the week.
Foul number 23, Jacob Hudson.
Is available and is playing tonight.
15 foul.
Two and a half to go. As bad as it's been, something like that will help. Stuart Lowe knocks down a three-pointer. Jerry Bridges is talking to the official about something he's not happy about. Not sure what's going on there, but there's a timeout on the court. We'll take it with him. 30-second break, and we're back on Conway Corp, Channel 5.
Hi, I'm Robin Dyer, and welcome to Burn. It's time to work out. This workout is going to be quick, something you can do at home for your busy lifestyle. Give me about half an hour, and I'm going to help you find your breathless edge. This is the workout that's going to be suited just for you. So come join me and let's get fit together.
Well, I'm sorry for being quiet.
Pregnant pause.
Trying to add the points up on my 22-11 is our score. I was afraid they were taking the 3 points off the board, but no, they got the 3 up there, and whatever Coach Bridges was upset about, he got the answer I guess he was looking for. Oh, good hands by Kylan Milton trying to get the steal. Brighton Drake over there just trying to make a play, and foul will be called on him.
That three-pointer by Lowe on the previous Conway possession. First three-point attempt to go in for Conway tonight. They were 1 of 8. And you hope maybe that's a spark that gets something going. Takes the lid off at least.
A missed free throw would be good too. They continue to just make everything. 23-11. (24-11). Shirley checks in.
The other thing that three-point shot does, it gets you over double digits, which cannot be understated. You don't want to be held to single digits and a half.
Yeah, you don't want to be single digits, but also you kind of get to a point, and we talk about this often, where you look at your deficit, and it seems unsurmountable. But if you start chipping away at it, and you think, all right, if by halftime we can cut it to 8, or we can cut it to 7. You know, that's a bucket and a steal and a bucket. You know, it's just it's little things like that that get in your head that really can make a difference. But these last 97 seconds or so of the first half, you got to have some of those things happen that have not happened in the first 2 quarters so far.
Yeah, the other thing that starts to play with your head is when the deficit is more than the amount of points that you've scored as a team.
Yes, we're down 13 and we've only scored 11. Out to Ashby. Low. Williams. London. Low. Dish it out to Christian Williams for 3. There we go. 24-14. Now you're looking for the stop. Down by 10. Double team. Picks up his dribble. That's Hudson. Good job by Kylan Milton. Really good defensive play. Moved his feet. Got in the way. Kylan Milton. There we go. 24-16. One made basket, a stop, and a layup. Just like that. Feels completely different.
Chipping away.
Down by 8. Final 45 seconds. Play hard here. You got 40 seconds of defense left. Finish out this half. Coach Bridges has spread the floor a little bit. See if they'll be content to get that final shot or if they'll look for something open. Still 25 seconds to go. Seth Vance. Picked up by Ashby. That's Weir. Ten seconds. Down to 8. In the corner, Vaught blocked. Caleb London blocked it. London for 3. It will not count if it goes. It doesn't go, but a much better finish. Being down by 8 feels like a tie game at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. What a finish there. Get a few buckets. Nice defensive play to end the half. much different feel for this Conway Wampus Cat team.
24-16 is our halftime score. Never felt better about saying we scored 16 points and a half. That feels positive right now. All right, we will take a break here. It's time for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. We'll have that. We'll come back and have the first half stats and the third quarter. Hoping for a comeback tonight for your Wampus Cats on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Kendrick with Conway Regional Health System. Conway Regional has been an important part of this community since 1938, providing excellent care with skill and compassion. But we're not just a hospital. Let me tell you about some of our fantastic facilities and services. Located off of College Avenue, just a few blocks down from the medical center, Conway Regional After Hours Clinic is equipped to handle a wide variety of problems for patients of all ages. If you need urgent care and it's after work or on the weekend, the Conway Regional After Hours Clinic is open 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Conway Regional After Hours Clinic, your best option for after-hours care. Located on Robinson Avenue next to Laurel Park, the Conway Regional Rehabilitation Hospital is one of only 4 licensed inpatient rehab hospitals in the entire state. Patients are cared for by specially trained staff under the direction of an on-site physician who specializes in rehabilitation medicine. Conway Regional Rehab Hospital, your choice for comprehensive care to bring you one step closer to home. With 4 locations in Conway and Greenbrier, some with extended clinic hours, our dedicated team provides therapy services, including physical, speech, and occupational therapy, aquatic therapy, cardiac rehabilitation, sports outreach, and pelvic floor rehabilitation. At Conway Regional, we are committed to providing all of our patients the highest quality of care.
It is 24-16. Cabot has the lead.
Could have felt a lot worse.
Yeah.
Coming into halftime. I mean, hey, you got past the double-digit mark. It was really that three-pointer from Lowe that finally just uncorked the potential of the offense.
It was that, and then some good defense, and then stealing the layup, and then the good defense at the end. Even though it wasn't points, it was points in the sense that they didn't score.
Keeping the deficit from growing.
That's right.
Kylan Milton leading the way with 6 points. He's really been, out of all the Wampus Cats, the only one really showing much aggression on the offensive side of the ball. And you've got 3 Wampus Cats with 3 points each, London, Williams, and Lowe. And Blake Bradshaw, after such a great performance on Tuesday, just 1 point in the first half. You can see the frustration just in his body language.
22 on Tuesday night against North Little Rock. I'll tell you, there's one thing that happened this year that gives me hope, and that was that we scored 7 points in the first half against Little Rock Central and came back and won that game.
Ended with like 42 points, I
Unbelievable.
think.
So I like this team's chances, even if they find themselves on the short end of a score at halftime. 24-16. Good to be in Cabot tonight. Some great memories of being over here, basketball-wise. We mentioned Haley Estes earlier. She's doing great things down at Henderson State. Again, we're disappointed there's not there's not a
Haley's
paw,
face.
There's not Haley's face, nothing over there on the spot where she hit that shot a few years ago. Stuart Lowe for 3, front of the rim, no good. That one would have helped a whole lot in this comeback attempt. Just trailing by 8. Hudson throws the ball to Vaught, almost thrown away. Caleb London, good job defensively, didn't foul, but disrupted the flow of the offense for the moment. Weir, backdoor to Allen, or correction, to Brown. Jalen Brown, sounds like Allen. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. 24-16, 6.5 to play.
The air,
we're way up here.
It's dead.
Thin.
It's like we went to halftime and nobody came back.
Kylan Milton, charge. Gonna go the other way.
Wow. That is, what, the third, at least the third, maybe the fourth charge called against Conway tonight. You had the theory that, they're being so sensitive with the foul calling just to make sure things don't get out of hand.
Huge opportunity. Whew. That was not missed. Pass goes off the back of the backboard. The chance for Conway with a little bit of pressure here to get the ball back. It's 24-18. Yeah, it wouldn't take much for this to get out of hand because, it's heightened aggression on both sides. Three-pointer no good. Stuart Lowe with the board.
Well, then you create frustration with all the ticky-tack fouls.
Bradshaw will go to the line.
Conway 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half.
Bradshaw. First one's perfect. Conway trailed 22-8.
Yeah. And 14 points, and then felt like it was at 13 points forever.
Right.
You should have been a coach, Jeff. Just chip away. just get it down to 8. Get it down to 10.
I picked it up. Got to find him. Pressure. I'm sorry. You told me to coach, and so now I'm. Oh, Brown. Strong to the bucket. Scott Ashby got a lot of ball, but a little bit of a body, too. So 5-point game, 5.5 to play in the third quarter.
Second team foul to the line. Jalen
Stat says that's a good foul. Make him earn it.
I'd agree with
Right?
that.
Don't give him the easy basket. Look, it's paying off already. Stats has a big smile over here.
We'll remind you that we're live tonight, so 5 Sports Live is where you can connect with us, just like our friend Kathy Estes did. Love listening to Jeff Matthews, Levi Gilbert with the play-by-play. Thanks to 5 Sports Live and Conway Regional. Kathy, we got you back in an effort to try to get your daughter's face on the court.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Haley Estes' mom, I'd be happy to listen to us too, because we love Haley Estes.
And we had a chance to tell Savannah Lowe about how much you enjoyed watching her play for 4 years.
Yes, you took your opportunity to embarrass me in front of her. That was great.
It presented itself, and I did. 25-19. From trailing by 14, chipping back, chipping away slowly. 25-19. Lady Cats won their game earlier. They'll be back on the court against Northside on Tuesday. Good dish. That soft little left-hand shot in the lane by Blake Bradshaw cuts the lead to 4. Conway on a 10-3 run here. And Jalen Brown can change things quickly. It gets very quiet when he releases a shot. Quieter than it is.
Jalen the Wampus Cat Killer Brown over there.
30 the last time we played them. Bradshaw picks it up. Kylan Milton got it.
I say we give Milton more looks. He's got the confident stroke tonight.
Pressure following the made basket. Conway's had some success with that defensive alignment. All good, kicks it out. Three-pointer, no good. Hudson with the rebound. Loaded up and trying again, no good. Milton with the board. 5-point lead for Cabot. Out of bounds. Terry Clardy, Christian Williams, and Larome Thompson all check in.
And number 35, Terry Clardy.
Cats trailed by 8 at halftime. Put the lead down to 5. We're more than halfway through the third quarter. Jalen Brown, he'll run off those screens and find that open three. Travel. Noah Allgood had trouble gathering it up and Travel with the basketball. Cats another chance here to try to trim this lead a little bit more.
They've been chipping away for, well, the whole game, but really
Right.
the last quarter and a half is when they really started to turn the tide a little bit.
It was that three-pointer by Stuart Lowe. Took it from 22 to 8 to 22 to 11. Clardy in the lane. Crawls over the front of the rim. And it is a three-point game. First time the Cats have been within one possession in a long time.
You'd love to see Clardy build a little confidence here tonight.
Cats will be taking on the top team in the 7A Central on Tuesday night back home against Fort Smith Northside. They're led by Razorback commit Isaiah Joe. Hopefully folks will come out and make a lot of noise. Watch these two teams. Lady Cats playing great. Guys will follow Tuesday night at Buzz Boulding Arena.
Got a little bit of a mismatch. Thompson.
Brown, Christian Williams on him.
Good switch by the defense there.
Christian did a good job defensively, but then stayed in the way while Brown tried to go the baseline. You can just discipline, just plant your foot and force him to bowl you over. But when you're moving your feet on defense, it's hard to make yourself stop. That's a tough spot for Christian Williams. Muse in the game. That's Vance. Back door. Missed the layup. They're going to count it. No, they're going to call a foul on Blake Bradshaw. If he fouled anything, it was just the backboard.
Right?
It's still moving.
I don't see how he could have even touched it.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Fourth team foul against Conway. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cabot's only been whistled twice. Five-point lead. Bradshaw. Jerome Thompson. Already had a little bit of space there, but was with the ball back around. Bradshaw again. Minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Goes up, draws the foul. So the third team foul against Cabot in the second half will send the senior Blake Bradshaw to the free throw line.
That is his third personal foul, fourth team foul.
7A Central standings going into tonight. Northside with 8-1. 1 game lead over North Little Rock, who's at 7-2. And then it's Conway and Bryant 2 games back. So the battle for the 2 top seeds, the byes, 2-game advantage with just 4 to play after tonight for North Little Rock and Northside. But matching up in the 3 and the 4 and playing the 5 and the 6 from the West can sometimes make a big difference. Good offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Turnover. They'll bring Caleb London in, and Blake Bradshaw will get maybe a little extended break here. Minute 24 to play, minute 25 to play in the third quarter. And then the quarter break, then see him back in. Travel.
Yep. There you go, that pressure. Full court.
And you've got someone in Vance, in fact, Vance and Muse both, 10 and 12, who haven't played a tremendous amount tonight. And if they're handling the basketball against that press, it certainly worked to Conway's advantage. 4-point game. London to Jerome Thompson. Entry pass and a double team and a foul. That'll be the 4th team foul, so no free throws.
This is where Clardy has the potential to become really dangerous when they go small and he becomes the big, because he can get position down there. You saw it there. He got good enough position that he forced Cabot to foul to try and get to the ball.
Caleb London to Jerome Thompson. This man-to-man defense by Jerry Bridges and Cabot. Find somebody with an open look. London goes up and in, foul. It felt like a slow whistle.
Real slow, and I just don't think there was enough evidence there to call that foul.
So that's going to be the 5th or 6th team foul. But that's the 5th. 4-point game with Cabot leading. Final minute of the third quarter. Stuart Lowe turned his ankle, trying to move on defense. He's trying to stretch that out. And he's still hurting. Number 14 is who we're talking about. Got the sleeve on his left leg, keeps lifting that left ankle up. Final 10 seconds. In the corner, dribbling out, Brown. Wide open underneath. We'll go to the 4th. Conway still chipping away, but room to work. Trailing 32-26. 60 seconds in the fourth quarter is next, live from Cabot on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Fitness is about so much more than exercise. It's a catalyst for positive change, and it affects every aspect of your life. Conway Regional Health and Fitness Center is your source for comprehensive medical-based health and fitness programs. Dedicated to improving the wellness of those within our community, we offer something for everyone in the family. Conway Regional Health and Fitness Center, over 20 years of health and wellness in our community.
Six-point lead for Cabot as we go to the fourth quarter, Levi.
Yeah, Conway outscored the Panthers 10-8 in the third quarter, which has allowed them to chip away at that lead a little bit. They got as close as 3. Now that lead back out to 6 for Cabot. Kylan Milton leading the way with 10 points. Conway's going to have to find a way to generate even more offense here in the final quarter.
Foul situation, 5 called against Conway, 4 against the homestanding Panthers. When they spread the floor like this, they've got to be aware of those backdoor cuts. Too many open looks underneath. Clardy goes for the steal. Entry pass to Hudson. Basket is good.
I guess I shouldn't be confused or upset at this point in the game because they've been consistent with calling it so closely.
Yeah, that's true.
But man, it's frustrating.
Lead back to 9. 35-26. Larome Thompson has the dribble, directing traffic. Williams. Caleb London. Clardy, good ball movement, but they got to find an open look. Deep three by Williams. Fought for, going to be called out of bounds off of Caleb London. Blake Bradshaw will come in following that extended break. Expect to see him on the court for the final 7 minutes here. (35-26). Travel. Hudson got the pass and made a pretty good move, but took an extra step in the turnover. Give the ball back to Conway, trailing by 9.
If I'm Conway here, I'm calling a play for Milton. Find some way to get him an open look.
That's Williams. Caleb London. Bradshaw for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Kylan Milton there with the offensive rebound and draws the foul. So as we talk about every time we do a game, here we go, fourth quarter free throw shooting. How important are these? The clock's not running and you have a chance to cut into the lead. It's 9 right now.
Yeah, Conway on the game, where they've been pretty much the whole game, 50%, 4 of 8. That's the first free throw attempt and make for Milton. He's been doing all his work in the mid-range department.
With 11 points, he leads the way for the Wampus Cats. He's got 12. He has looked really, really good from the free throw line the last few games. 7-point game. And another break for the Wampus Cats. You have to capitalize. What can we do with this opportunity right now? Trailing by 7. I believe that's the "he's a sophomore" chant.
Yeah. It gets Scott every time.
Our classy students do their homework, that's for sure. Christian Williams, deep 3. Got it. Bottom of the net for Christian Williams. And it is a 4-point game. Under 6 to go.
I will say the one person that never looks hesitant to shoot the ball is Christian Williams.
Absolutely. Shooter's going to shoot, and he does every single time. All good. Blocked by Blake Bradshaw. Affected a second time by Bradshaw. That's going to be his 4th. So Bradshaw's got 4. We'll see if they leave him in.
That's his 4th personal.
And you can see it. What do I have to do?
All good at the line. Missed the first free throw. Terry Clardy's going to go in and going to send Bradshaw to the bench. Going to have to sit with those 4 fouls for just a little while. So Clardy, London, Milton, Williams, and Ashby are your 5 on the court. 5-point game. London. Milton to Ashby. The handoff to Christian Williams. Gets Brown off of him. Finds London. They run this little weave out beyond the 3-point line. Ashby. The tip in is good by Caleb London.
What a strong move by Ashby. Almost gets it to go, and London picking him up right there.
3-point game, 36-33. I don't know what more Scott Ashby could have done. It's going to be 1-1 the rest of the way. 8th team foul, and so 1-1 for the next couple. Christian Weir, 3 points on the night. And it's a 4-point Cabot lead, 4.5 to go. Conway looking to stay in a solid 3rd place in the 7A Central and go 2 games above 500 with just 4 to play. Second free throw rolls out. The lead remains 4. Clardy, good move. Free throws upcoming for Terry Clardy.
He's got so much explosiveness. And I said it earlier, I want him to just go off one game, you know? Just have a night, build some confidence, because he can be a real impact player. Especially once, and I said this in the girls' games too, he's one of those players that, man, if he could just get that shot going, come tournament time,
3-point game. Still a long way to go in this one. 37-34.
Feels a lot like the first go-round, right?
Yes. Yeah, that was such a low-scoring affair. It was 66-62 the final, and they played 2 overtimes. Brown, front of the rim, no good. The tip. The tip back towards the rim, trying to make a play. And Landon Vaught able to score, stretch the lead back out to 5. Skip pass to Ashby. Three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Off to the side is where it gets to Terry Clardy. Kylan Milton. Free throws upcoming. And that's going to put Conway in the bonus for the rest of the way, too. And that is the 5th on Noah Allgood. Coach Jerry Bridge is choosing to leave his big man in the game with 4 fouls, and it costs him as Noah Allgood fouls out with 11 points.
And where this could really help Conway is, their big man still on the bench with 4 fouls.
Right.
Getting down to the wire. When they go to put him back in, he could make a big difference.
Surprising move by Coach Bridges to leave him in. Kylan Milton at the line. 2 free throws. Bragging on Kylan, and those two did not look good. Barely grazed the front of the rim on both. Loose ball. It's a kick ball, so Conway's going to... Are they going to give him timeout? No, it is going to be Conway ball. Well, I thought they were giving a timeout to but to come over this rail.
You're getting
Probably
aggressive.
not.
What's going on?
All right, 3.5 to play, 39-34. Cabot on top.
Cabot keeps giving Conway chances.
Yes. Kylan the dish out to Blake Bradshaw, who's come back in. Milton will get more free throw chances here.
That foul is on number 13, Christian Weir. That's his third personal 18 foul.
Third on Christian Weir.
The Conway is 2-0, Kylan Milton.
All right, better on that one. Kylan struggled those last two. And a timeout called by Coach Longing. We'll take it with them. Got us a ball game, 39-35. Conway trails by 4 with 3 minutes to play. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
At Legacy Fencing, we make an intentional effort to make the fencing process simple. Once you call our office, we will schedule a time to meet with you and understand the details of your project. Within 48 hours, you will receive an estimate. After you choose to proceed, a date will be set and your salesperson will bring our well-qualified installers to begin your fencing project. Only after you are completely satisfied, an invoice is mailed to you and even payment can be made over the phone. Quick, easy, and efficient. That's Legacy Fencing. It's fencing for a lifetime.
Interesting timeout call there by Salty Longing. You were asking about the strategy in that.
Just a little curious. Typically, like you would call it after the second make, but that's assuming you're going to make it.
Right. Well, and that's what you're setting up defense, obviously, with that. And so that's why normally it would be after the second one, but he drains it, and we've got our second made free throw, 3-point game. And here's the press that they want. That's Weir. Vaught in the corner. Jalen Brown. All things considered, he's been pretty quiet tonight. Knocked away. Hudson.
Now,
I'm letting you take this one.
That's not his call to make.
There was an official who almost got hit, right?
Yeah,
when he came down.
Right there.
Terry Clardy checks in. So it's 39-36. .242 to go. Seth Vance at the free throw line. Lead back out to 5.
He just cannot get past that 3-point mark. And London, he is down on the floor offside the bench. Looks like he's got maybe a cramp or a hamstring.
Now he was playing injured on, or not injured, but on Tuesday night was some illness, sickness he was playing with. They're going to call Kylan Milton for a foul, and Seth Vance will go back to the line. So Conway cut it to 3 a couple of times. The most recent one, 39-36. And now a couple of made free throws. Caleb London got him some fluids or whatever they needed to, and one of the assistant coaches, Joey Moon, walks back with him. Second one is good, and it's a 6-point game.
Well, the ball really is in Cabot's court. 6-point lead, 2 shots the whole rest of the way. They can hit their free throws.
Bradshaw spins in the lane, shoots and misses.
And I know we've been saying this a lot lately, but it just feels like Conway most of the time is just playing uphill.
Yes.
And a lot of it's self-inflicted. I mean, when you have as poor of an offensive output as you did in the first half, it's gonna happen, right? You're gonna be playing from behind the whole rest of the game. But they get in that spot too often.
Second free throw is made. Blake Bradshaw is going to step out for a little while with his 4 personal fouls. (42-37). Try to get a steal in the backcourt. Both teams shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Here comes the double team. Another double team, loose ball. Terry Clardy comes out of there with it. Outlet to Christian Williams. Christian to the left hand, can't finish, but will go to the free throw line.
We're very upset. They know what it's been like to be a Wampus cat all night.
Good shot there of a couple of Cabot fans who have been very vocal tonight, even through our headsets, able to hear a couple of those fans down in front of us. Now, when we're at home, those same fans are in front of us because of where we broadcast from. So get used to seeing some of the more demonstrative fans out there. Rebound. Kylan Milton gets it. Larome Thompson thought about the 3. Christian Williams, baseline. Couldn't get it to go. Now a foul will be called. So the free throws cut it to 4, but a huge opportunity there to get more points missed.
Well, it really will come down to free throws for Cabot.
This is Jacob Hudson, the sophomore. First one, no good. What's at stake for Cabot is trying to not fall to 3-7 in the conference. Right now they are 3-6. 2 games out of 3rd place. Got to finish in the top 6 to make the state tournament. Both free throws missed. Conway needs a basket. On the floor, still it'll be 2 free throws. As the double bonus is in effect for both teams. So Scott Ashby, 5'9" senior, is going to step to the line. And that is the 5th foul on Christian Weir. So 2 of Cabot starters have fouled out.
Chance for a really great outcome here for Conway to get that quick foul. A chance to get 2 easy points here.
There are 7 Cabot third graders who have made their way to behind the goal and in the stands are waving their jackets trying to distract Scott Ashby. It did not work either time. And it is a 2-point game. Closest it's been. 5 seconds or the timeout. Got 2 officials saying different things. All right, timeout. So it is a 2-point game. Closest the Cats have been in a while. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on Conway Corp Channel 5.
Hi, my name is Ashley Mann, and I would like for you to join me on my show, Breathe Yoga, on Channel 5. Each episode will consist of a 30-minute yoga practice that will help you along your yoga journey, whether you are new to yoga or an advanced practitioner. So if you've always wanted to try yoga but didn't know where to begin, join me on Breathe Yoga, only on Channel 5.
Well, Conway has battled and battled and battled and battled and battled and battled and battled, and they find themselves down 42-40, trailing by 2 right now.
Yeah, and if you're Conway, the good news is Cabot's leading scorer. He's on the bench. No, all good. Fouled out. You still got to watch Jalen Brown. He's been relatively quiet tonight. 7 points compared to the 30 he had the first time we played Cabot. But first, you got to get a stop if you have any hope of trying to get this thing tied up or take the lead.
1:19 to play. These two teams played double overtime less than a month ago. Jalen Brown, over and back, not called. Hands off to Hudson. No, they're going to call a charge. And that is going to be the 4th on Jalen Brown.
Mercy. First charge called against Cabot tonight. It's been 4 or 5 called against Conway.
So the Wampus Cats, coming up on a minute to go, are trailing by 2. Scott Ashby dribbles over. They want a timeout. So Coach Longing wants to talk it over here with 1:02 to go. We'll take a break with them. Fun tonight live on Conway Corp Channel 5. Cabot 42, Conway 40. The Wampus Cats have the basketball, trailing by 2.
Whew. Jeff, you know how I get in these
do.
situations. I'm standing. I'm having flashbacks to the state tournament a few years ago. It's getting really intense here in Cabot. Cabot does this to me every time.
They do. I agree. In every sport.
So Cabot, we thought there was a over and back that was missed, and then Conway fortunate to get a charge called, so they have a chance here now with just over a minute to play to tie it up or take their first lead of the game.
1 minute to play. Yep, Conway no leads tonight. Christian Williams. Bradshaw with the offensive board. Blake up strong, can't get it to go. The tip won't go. Foul.
Well,
Kylan Milton.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
At least 4 tries at it. Kylan Milton, who has looked great at the free throw line, except twice. Let's see how he looks on these 2. Bottom of the net. 1 more coming to tie the game. Perfect. Kylan Milton ties the game at 42. The Cats trailed 22-8 at one point and have fought all the way back to tie this game at 42 with less than a minute to play. Vance, picked up by Larome Thompson. Off the screen from Hudson, keeps it. Picks up his dribble. Vaught, back to Vance. Half a minute to play. Here comes the double team. No call. The steal. Loose ball. Conway's got it. Milton to Clardy. 15 seconds to go. Conway takes a 2-point lead, their first of the night. Terry Clardy takes the pass from Kylan Milton, makes his way to the basket, lays it in. Timeout on the court. 30 seconds, and we are back to Cabot on Conway Corp Channel 5. All right, we've got 16 seconds to go. 44-42, Conway is on top. That is their head coach, Jerry Bridges, that's squatting there. And he is running hot, to say the least. We showed you the fan that was in the stands who spent much of the timeout yelling at everyone he could yell at. And so Coach Bridges, the same. One of his assistants had to pull him back as he was yelling at one of the officials on the opposite end.
Well, I kind of get it, his frustration. I mean, it's the only time tonight that the refs have swallowed their whistles and just let them play.
And we talk about that in every sport. You just want consistency, and so I could get it a little bit, but all the screaming, I don't know. All right, here we go. Final 15 seconds.
You can't foul.
2-point game. This kid's been hot from the free throw line. 9 seconds. Down to 7. Jalen Brown for the win. Terry Clardy with the rebound. Conway with the win. The Conway Wampus Cats trailed 22-8, fought all the way back. They led one time tonight, and it's at the end when it matters. Final score, 44-42. Conway gets the win over Cabot. They improved to 15-7 overall, and they are 6-4 in conference play, Levi.
And hats off to Kylan Milton tonight. 16 points to lead this comeback in the second half for these Wampus Cats. And I believe it was Milton who was able to get that steal there at the end and get the outlet pass to McClarty that ultimately sealed this win for Conway.
Cabot falls to 15-9 overall, and they are now 3-7 in conference play. Fantastic win. We loved it. Glad that we could bring it to you. Hope that you enjoyed it. Now, here's your homework. Get your calendar out. Put on there Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. The Lady Cats will play Fort Smith Northside. Followed by that, the men playing Fort Smith Northside. It's going to be a huge night of basketball in Conway at Buzz Bowling Arena. It's worth your time. Come out and support these teams. Both playing some exciting ball right now. Now, I wish that we wouldn't wait until the end to lead,
hey.
But if you're going to lead once, that's the time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the only time you can have the lead, let's make it count at the very end.
And a good job by the Classy students. Again, not huge in numbers, but huge in volume tonight. Great job by them. All right, thank you so much for watching. It's been our pleasure to bring it to you, our entire Channel 5 crew, live tonight in Cabot. We will see you on Tuesday in Conway for that game, and then next week on the road at Little Rock Central. So we'll get to that. But first things first, congratulations on a doubleheader win tonight for Conway over Cabot. Thank you so much for watching Conway Corp Channel 5.